Awesome. We are here with Benny the Jet. How are you doing today, my friend?
If it gets any better than this, it gets scary. Yeah.
I love that positive attitude. The first thing I noticed as I sat down with you was you're just a really positive dude.
Well, it's positive. Positive thinking sometimes is exhausting. I just have a knowing, and the knowing is I know when I get up in the morning, I have another day to be with people I love being with, doing the things I love doing. I'm just thankful.
Wow, that's really really neat for me. And this personally, my vision, what I want to do, how I want to live my life, is to live on the frequency of love.
There you go.
And when I see people that are doing it, that just, as you said, no, it's really neat.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So we're here at the Battle of the Martial Arts. How long have you been in martial arts?
Wow. Let me put it this way. My first fight was in 58. My last fight was in 95. So, how long? I haven't really stopped, so I can't tell you. And I just haven't stopped.
How old are you when you started?
I had boxing gloves at 3 years old. At 5 years old, I started boxing PB division, and the rest is history. I started judo in 16. I started Kimpo karate in 63 with Mr. Ed Parker. I actually started all the way up until I was on the LA Stars, and then I ended up on Elvis Presley team with Mr. Parker. That was in 69. And then I started boxing professionally in 71. And 73, full contact karate came. And I ended up in Hawaii fighting full contact karate, which I didn't understand what that meant. And they said was full contact karate to the knockout. And I said, and I won't get disqualified. And they said, no, it's to the knockout. And I said, but I won't get disqualified. So I couldn't understand. They meant actually to the knockout. So there was no rules, no weight divisions.
Whoa.
On Friday, I fought 7 times. And the first guy I knocked out, actually I knocked down and he couldn't get up. I said, okay, now they're going to disqualify me. And they raised my hand. I said, oh, wow. So I fought 6 other times. And then on the next day, I fought 4 more times. I ended up fighting Dana Goodson.
Wait, you fought 10 times in 2 days?
Yeah. So
Holy
I fought Dana
moly.
Goodson where he was 6'3", 245 pounds.
Oh
so
my goodness.
He was a Hawaiian favorite and champion.
No weight limits or anything? Just go out there till the knockout.
That's it. So I stopped him in the 4th round.
Wow.
And that was my first time. I held that title up until 75. And then they were calling me a world champion. And I said, how can you call me a world champion? I haven't been outside the United States. So they brought, 3 months later, my brother said, you want to fight Muay Thai? And I thought that was his name. I said, I'll fight him. And had no idea what that, nobody knew what Muay Thai meant. So I ended up fighting him. And they brought 2 Thai, Ernest Hart fought the first one. He got stopped in the 3rd round. And so I was fighting, that was the main event. So I started fighting, I started being introduced. And when he was actually being introduced, he was doing his prayer. I never saw that before. So I started kind of rocking out to his music. And so all the Thai people thinking I was making fun of him. Oh, no. And so he came and simulated shooting an arrow at me, and I smiled and put thumbs up. He was angry. He was pissed. Yeah. It's the first time I'd been introduced to a thigh kick. I mean, I've had Charlie horses before, but I never had anybody try to break my legs.
Oh, it's so bad.
This guy hit me. My eyes bulged out of my forehead, and that hurt us. So, and I'm a high jumper, so every time I didn't know how to block. So the second round, and I told my brother, what do I do? And he says, well, kick him back. And I said, I kicked him so hard and he leg checked me. And that hurt it worse. That hurt it worse. So in the 3rd round, I was telling my brother, my eyes are burning. This guy smells bad. And I realized there's spraying something on his shins. I had no idea what that was. But the sweat of his legs started burning my eyes as he was kicking me. And so I told my brother, what do I do? He says, don't let him grab you. So he clinched me and he started kneeing me, elbowing me. And all the Americans are thinking he's cheating. So I figured, okay, you want to take it to the street. I thought he wanted to street fight me. So I went out there and I grabbed him. I'm a good judo man. I threw him on his head. Boom.
Yeah.
And so the Thais start getting mad because they start realizing, who is this guy? What is he doing? And now they think I'm cheating because I'm throwing him.
Yeah.
A big riot started in the 9th round. It went like a wave. It went up the arena and all the way around. Everybody was fighting everybody.
Whoa.
I stopped because my mother and my sister was there, and I see they're escorting them out. So they wanted to know, because I was beating this guy on points, and so they wanted to know who was this guy that this American just beat the Thai champion. So I went to Japan. And I wear long pants, and they're saying, no, you have to wear shorts. I said, I'm a karateka, I'm a martial artist. I wear long pants, I wear gi bottoms. And they said, I said, then I'm not fighting. So they said, okay. So they let me wear my long pants and my gi bottoms.
Yeah.
I knocked him out, and they brought an unretired champion, came out, and I knocked him out.
They
And
just
the rest
surprised
is, the
you
rest,
with
the rest
another.
is history. Yeah,
They
the rest
just
is history.
surprised you. Oh my gosh.
The rest is history from that point on.
Wow, that is so cool. What an opportunity to hear these stories. How involved are you currently with martial arts?
Matter of fact, you're asking me, in the morning, do I breathe? Because again, you know what, as far as I'm concerned, I designed kickboxing. I came out with the word kickboxing in 75 because people were saying, what the heck's full contact karate? And this girl said, it looks like you're boxing and then you're using your legs. I said, yeah, I'm kickboxing. So the word kickboxing was born in 76. I wrote the first kickboxing book
Whoa.
in 77 and took it around the world, introducing kickboxing to the world. So, and to be a champion, I went to anybody that said they were a champion in my weight division. I went to their country, fought them under their fans, under their rules, and the rest is history.
Wow, what a beautiful story. What a cool narrative for a life, right?
Yeah, you go.
I'm guessing you don't have, well, let me ask you, are there, with all these incredible stories of martial arts and everything you're doing, would you do anything different? Would you change anything?
Well, if I changed it anything, then I wouldn't be the Jet, because again, I wouldn't change a darn thing because that was my experience. Every country I've been to, there is no rules. I was introducing the WKA rules to these countries. As soon as the bell rang, there was no rules. To me, it was the last man standing, and that was it. So I realized in this, because of that, I'm very good under, I figured this, if I'm not afraid of dying, what could anybody possibly do to me?
Yes.
Shoot me, stab me, what? And that's just the way it is.
You quickly brought up breathing. Do you have a breathing practice? Is
Absolutely.
there something? Yeah. Tell me about it.
Internal breathing, which, I teach meditation, which is called Tanjan, is the power meditation into an action meditation, into the concentration meditation. So first of all, you have to understand, what are you meditating about? What do you want in your walk in life, in your journey? So that's pretty much when you have a concentration meditation, you have to be in one place, mentally, physically, and spiritually be in one place, which is the concentration meditation. The power meditation is what we all have, is what we came in this world with. We're all gifted with certain things. It's just you got to know how to receive those gifts. It's almost like me asking you, where do you get your power from? Some people will say, I get it from breath medicine. I said, so you say you double breathe in, one breathe out, and you dun dun dun, you get power? And he said, well, not like that. I was then like, how? Some would tell me I get my power from God. And I said, so you say, God, give me power and you get power? I said, believe me, I don't make fun of a higher source, but I'm asking you, how do you receive your power from God? So I realized God, whatever you believe in,
Sure.
all gave us a gift. coming in this world, we're all gifted. But how do you receive those gifts? So in this, I call a workshop, is where I develop and I teach the power of meditation, being in one place, mentally, physically, spiritually, into actually an action meditation to where you're actually grabbing your power as you move on.
So where can people find this? This is I would like to practice. Do you have like YouTube videos on it, or do you have anything, any instructionals?
I don't teach on I teach one-on-one.
In person,
and I teach a class on meditation, because if I can't feel your energy, if I can't look in your eyes, I can't connect to that. I need every one of your thoughts, every word has vibration, has a frequency. I need to be there to connect with that in order to show you how to design and how to build a workshop within your own mind. Because as they say, everywhere you go, there you are. Well, that's the power that you carry. It's just knowing how to get it.
Man, I love that we went here. This is, I mean, you're preaching my language here. I think breathing is, and I think everybody would agree, breathing is the most important thing that you can do in any given day.
Amen.
It's amazing that more people don't take the time to figure out their breath, to figure out where their power comes from. It's really awesome to hear you say this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I have a couple quick questions, and I'll get you out of here.
Sure.
Obviously, you've done some really cool stuff in the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a particular scene or person that really stands out for you?
Well, you know, Jackie Chan and I, we wanted to create, my first movie was in '69, it was called Down the Drain. But when I started working with Jackie, we did the first movie, Meals on Wheels. And I asked him, why me? He said, because I want to change the way people fight on screen. And I said, okay. So we decided to actually change the whole fight, the way of people fighting on TV. Instead of doing the John Wayne style, we decided, okay, we're going to do something more reality, more streetwise, more where people can actually connect to. So when we did this movie, I mean, we were actually, in between scenes, I had to put ice on my face because Jackie hit me. He hit me with these golf gloves on for real.
Yeah.
But I would, I had good control. I wouldn't hit him in the face, but I had no problem kicking his body. I kicked him.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, first time I kicked him through these boxes, all the stuntmen got angry at me.
Yeah.
Because, he was down. I knocked his wind out. They thought I broke his ribs.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, so you have no problem with him hitting me in the face with these, with these bad gloves on.
Yeah.
And so, but we went through the whole movie. We went to Spain, and I tell you what, it was how should I say? It was the first movie ever that everybody was trying to follow this type of fighting on screen. And so in that, with John Cusack's been with me. He's been with me for almost 39 years. And he's a very good kickboxer, very good boxer and martial artist. So
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. So we did actually, between him and I, he had no problem kicking me, but I knew that I can kick him, but not hit him in the face. But I did the same thing with John Cusack. And on, we did, actually, I did a couple of movies with him.
Yeah.
And what had happened is, from that point on, everything started changing the way people fight.
Oh, totally.
On screen.
There was a scene, one of my favorite scenes. I think it was you and Jackie Chan, and now I'm blanking on the movie. But it was like a 5-minute fight scene. And it was just how you were going about it. You could tell that both of you guys, it just wasn't bullshit. You could tell the angles, how you're. Of course, there's some showmanship, right? But the way, but
they have to be.
But man, it was really cool to see. And then I also like the playfulness. There's one point, if I'm not mistaken, like you have him by the neck, and he can't get out from, you're holding his neck, and then he tickles you. I don't like it. I don't. To me, like it was just a beautiful scene for martial arts and really fun to watch.
A lot of it wasn't scripted.
Really?
No, it wasn't scripted.
So how do you go about doing that when it's not scripted?
When it's not scripted, with the idea is about a connection. When you're connecting to an energy, for instance, everybody connects to anger, fear, frustration, anxiety. Everybody connects. Everybody can feel that energy. But when you're tapping into an energy of thought, you're tapping into a vibration that you're responding to, that vibration. And so we were able to connect.
Yes, I get
much deeper and connect to a vibration, and we were able to respond to that vibration of what we felt it was at that time.
It's like a dance, right? When you have two good dance partners.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
You're feeling a beat, you're feeling a rhythm, and that's exactly what we did.
Is there anything else that you would like to cover? Anything about martial arts nowadays? Anybody about competing at the Battle of Martial Arts? Kind of bringing it back here. Is there anything else that you would like to say?
You know what? Actually, basically, in the art of war, mental warfare, physical warfare, spiritual warfare, character. I mean, warfare is a hard word, a harsh word, should I say? But let me just put it this way: through life, everybody goes through it, and especially the communication nowadays with kids on their cells and so forth. There's not much communication, and there's not much physical work for this young generation, and there's no better way of timing, rhythm, coordination, time. I mean, you're talking about respect. And you're talking about an honor system that goes way back. And the kids of today, only through martial arts, you can only get that honor system and the respect you get from martial arts. You don't get it anywhere else.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important that parents give their children a chance to learn that respect of martial arts, of honor.
Yes.
Because you're talking about the biblical days way back then. Honor your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your teachers. Honor. And we lost that somewhere along the line. And only in the martial arts gives you back that honor system, gives you back that discipline, gives you back that respect. So that's why here in the battle, you're talking about a battle of martial arts. Here, they get a chance to actually put what they're feeling and learning and to express it under warfare with control to a point where they can actually let it go. Which I think that everybody needs it.
Yes.
Especially this young generation needs the martial arts.
Yes.
For that reason, it becomes a way of life to them, and they will not forget it as they grow. It's part of them. It will stay with them.
Yes.
So that's why the martial art is so important to this generation.
Beautiful.
And that's why to this day, that's why I'm here. I'm here to keep it going, to back it up, because there's not many of us left. And in the beginning, to understand, where it all came from. I mean, I started in 58 actually competing Pee-wee Vision boxing, and that gave there's 9 black belts in my family.
I'm sorry, what? You just said 90?
Yeah, there's 9 black belts in my family.
Okay.
9. And there's, my mother was a professional wrestler, my father was a professional boxer.
Oh, that's
now
cool.
How they got together, heck if I know, but it's just in our family to this day, we're all still in the martial arts.
Yeah, it's a way of life.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, this has been a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you much. My appreciation.